I just want to let you know that this video is part of our Career Accelerator course on cybertrainingpro.com. So if you enjoy the content and you want to see the full course, head on over to cybertrainingpro.com or check out the link that's in the description. All right, let's do this. Regardless of where you're at in your career, chances are good that you have past experiences that impact who you are today. In this context, we're going to be talking about experiences that impact your ability as a professional. So this could be work experiences or anything that might be related, like volunteer experiences. So first, we're going to start off talking about the past and how that plays a part in your career. Then we'll move on to modifications that you can make to your resume. Next, we need to touch on the salary trap that you need to be cautious of, followed by key things to do at interview time, and finally wrapping up with when you reach the job offer stage. Okay, so let's kick things off by talking about the past. When we talk about reflecting on your past, we want to think about your past job experiences. I want you to start by reflecting on these questions. So first of all, what was your previous job or role? What was that title? Sometimes the title isn't correct for the job, and that can work for us or against us, but we need to know what it is. Second, what did that job post say that you would do when you were hired? Companies spend a lot of time on job postings and making them sound glamorous, and many times it's better than the actual job. We can use that information to help us later. Number 3, what did you actually do in that job? Sometimes our responsibilities match the job posting that we were hired into, and sometimes they don't. It's also not uncommon for new or different tasks to get added to our job, either formally or informally. And finally, number 4, did you ever go above and beyond that job's responsibilities? Think about opportunities you had in that job where you went above and beyond the actual scope of that job, either by volunteering for things or being assigned. It really doesn't matter how you got them. Okay, we've reflected on the past. Now let's talk about modifications that we can make to our resume to help us get where we're going. Now I want you to think about the types of jobs that you would ideally want. Are they the same title as a previous job you had, but maybe a senior role instead of a junior or a mid-level? Do you want a different title? Do you want some more responsibilities? Do you want to be a manager? If you've never heard me say it, your resume is your career story. Everything on your resume has to support that story and not be confusing or inspire weird questions because the information is ambiguous. Consider what's important to that next role, and that's how you should adjust your resume. So what does that mean? Well, if I want to be a manager and I wasn't already a manager, for my experience bullets, I'm going to focus a lot on things like developing policies, leading initiatives, and other things that are crucial to that role. If you want a different role than a manager, it's the same exercise, just do it for that role. Salaries help support our lifestyle, and in an ideal world, allow us to live comfortably. In technology career fields, we're fortunate enough to have higher salaries than many other professions, but you have to be careful of the salary trap. The salary trap is important to talk about because throughout your career, you're going to change roles. Typically when this happens, we might be making large jumps. We might be going from a junior or a mid-level role to a senior level role, or maybe a mid-level role to a manager role. Ask yourself, is this salary I'm mentally expecting aligned with what a normal candidate for this role would expect? If the answer is no, you need to change the amount that you expect immediately. Use tools like Glassdoor or even job postings if they list a salary, but get your mind right for what you expect and stick to your guns. Let's take a second to talk about Cyber Training Pro.
Are you tired of overpaying for cybersecurity training? Are you interested in training from industry professionals? Are you looking for cybersecurity career services? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then cybertrainingpro.com is the perfect platform for you. At Cyber Training Pro, we're a one-stop shop for all your cybersecurity needs. We can train you for industry certifications or just improve your overall knowledge and skills in a certain area. Unlike other platforms, we don't stop there. We can also coach you throughout your career, practice your interview skills, or create a high-performing resume with our career services. CybertrainingPro.com isn't just another training platform. Students get exclusive access to our private community where we go beyond training courses to provide additional content, tips and tricks, and engagement with both other students and staff. Look, by the year 2025, there could be as many as 3.5 million job openings in cybersecurity. With so much opportunity, why not maximize your career potential with a platform that cares about your success? Come join us at cybertrainingpro.com and start building your future today.
All right, let's get back to the content. Okay, let's move on to the interview phase now. Awesome, so you've made it to the interview phase now. This is a good sign because it means whatever you submitted has been deemed worthy of an interview. This is also where things get challenging because the process is no longer passive and you have to actually talk to people. Honestly, I would say that this is where most people screw things up. the recruiter might ask for a salary figure and then you cave thinking that you overshot the amount. You might also feel like you sold things too well on your resume and don't emphasize experience as much. Look, as long as you didn't outright lie on your resume, then this shouldn't be an issue. The idea is that we're focused on things that matter to this next position, and that's what got us here. This is also why you need to have a salary figure in mind going into an interview, and it needs to be aligned with that job. 100% of the time, your goal in an interview is to sell yourself the best that you can. The offer phase is another place where people screw this up, so let's talk about it. Like the interview phase, people feel like they've done enough to earn a fair value offer, and there's no wiggle room. Salary discussions and negotiations are another extensive topic, but the key is that you have a number in mind, and that's for a reason. Once you get to an offer, if the company doesn't say it's the final offer, that offer is open for negotiation. Now, the number that you can reasonably ask for above the number provided and to still have that job work out is rarely going to exceed 15%, and even that's usually higher than you're going to get. That said, for every dollar more that you can sell a company on, that's one more dollar in your pocket. Remind them of why you're the best candidate and worth what you're asking for. Use actual bullets from your resume and information that you discuss in the interview. These are all things that you can do to help yourself. Usually, once you make a counteroffer, the company's going to come back with either a new number or the original number, and they'll say that's the final offer. At that point, you have to decide if that's worth it. Question of the day: how confident are you in selling your past experiences? Have you been guilty of underselling yourself? Let me know down in the comments section below. Selling your past experiences is crucial to squeezing out all the value you can throughout your career. We'll all have jobs or opportunities that we don't feel like have much value, but we have to be positive about them and leverage those experiences into better opportunities. The better you sell your past experiences, the more reward that you're going to receive. As always, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the description for more resources related to this video, and I'll see you next time.